Hello and welcome, PocketWatch here, and it's about time for yet another episode of Narcissu. Let's continue our story, and surprise, surprise, I remember the name. I remember that her name is Tatsumi. Finally, it took us, I believe, 6 episodes or 5. Not sure right now, but we're finally there. So let's continue. Let's go to the chapter 6. It was 5 actually. Well, 6 if we count the prologue. Let's go to chapter 6 called Echo, whatever echoes that we may hear. So let's see. Around when a high-flying sun slowly started to drop into shadow, the silver cope speeding along the tollway. Before long, the Katsugawara parking area, a short break, a change of pace. Okay, want to stop the next rest area too? Okay. What's wrong? Oh, I wonder if like she's out of meds already, or in general it's just worse. I see. And that probably wasn't unreasonable, yeah. She's been pretty energetic a while back, and that was taxing on patients as sick as we were. Makes sense, true. Then I will go buy something for you. I'll be back in a second. Okay. I rushed over to the snack stand and picked up a few things no different from the standard convenience store fare. Here, Pocari sweets and rice balls and potato chips. Her response was the same as ever, but she didn't start eating at all. Under usual circumstances, she would already have torn the potato chips by now. Are you okay? Is she losing appetite? Could it be that you are not feeling so well? Okay, this is bad. See, I questioned that. If she's like out of medication or she's just like in general feeling worse. And she's actually out. That's very bad. I see. So she was out. I've been scared of that. Well, yeah. When we escaped from the hospital, it was obvious it was going to happen. To be clear, it wasn't as if we were intentionally leaving meds behind. But I hadn't even thought about it up until now. I hadn't even had the senses to think about it. When did you run out? Oh, and it's been only just like 1 day and she's already in the state. So we've been off them for 24 hours pretty soon. You will have been. The doctors had told me that I could go on without my meds for 2 days or so. Maybe she was the same. And when I thought about it, it had been 8 days since we'd left the hospital. And given the amount of meds I brought with me, I could see the end of the line coming into view. Just what was I supposed to do? Yeah, we know. Yeah, I know. You don't want to be home either. To the cope, emotion once again. Eventually I got off tollway at the next exit. I didn't. Okay, that's weird phrasing. I didn't how that was going to change things. But it was as if staying on the tollway was going to help. It wasn't as if staying on the tollway was going to help. Okay. I headed into the urban area from the one tollway exit. I looked for the pharmacy attached to the large hospital, not to small private clinic. Yeah, the thing is, the meds you need are probably heavily restricted for only hospitals, basically. Or you need a prescription if you need them at house. So either they don't have them, or you will have to steal them, basically, if you actually will take them. Probably it would have been best just to go to the hospital. And for a normal patient, that would have been obvious. But we're inhabitants of 7F. The ID bracelets around our wrists were white, not blue. And I have a question. Why you don't take off the bracelets? If you are kind of like a fugitives, then wouldn't that be smart to just take off the bracelets? To not show that you are a patient? And we're escapees from the 7F at that. I circled around the neighborhood as I held those thoughts in my mind. Probably we will be able to find what we needed at the pharmacy near the large hospital. Okay, found it. A university hospital at a major intersection, and a couple of pharmacies clustered next to it. I figured that was as good as it got to stop the car in the vacant lot. Hey, give me your medication bag. Okay. She handed me a bag. She handed the bag over to me and a curious look on her face. I looked into the bag and took out the medication list therein. This is just what I needed. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay, so maybe if he just like show the like, you know, maybe not prescription perhaps, but like leftovers basically of packages, then maybe they can give them some, because that would like kinda mean that they just run off basically and they just need more or something. I still think like they would ask for the prescription from the doctor, but who knows, maybe not. Leaving her in car, I ran towards the neighbor pharmacy. The automatic door slid open. I walked in. I headed directly for the counter. Welcome. A middle-aged man came to counter to greet me. Probably a pharmacist given his white coat. Could I have these drugs, please? Yes, of course, just a moment. Okay. Did he not read this list yet? I don't think that's going to be that easy. With the medication list that I had given him, he retreated in the interior of the pharmacy. Probably this is a pharmacy affiliated with the hospital, not just your standard mom and pop outfit. I'd gotten my meds dispensed from places just like this back when I was attending outpatient clinics. After all, it was right next to the hospital. So this place should have meds we needed. Thank you for waiting, here we are. Okay, never mind, they actually just have it and just hand it over. Never mind, my wrong. The pharmacist had come back after a short time. He was holding 2 plastic bags, each of them full of medication bottles. With that amount, it would be fine for now. That would probably last her for a week or so. And when I took out my wallet from my pockets... Yeah, oh, may I see your prescription? Exactly. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Yep, that's what I've been thought and afraid of. Prescription? Yes, as these are prescription medications. Your doctor did give you one, yes? I'd forgot about this. These were no ordinary medications, so I couldn't just waltz in and buy them. Yeah, obviously. Is something the matter? Oh, well. As I stamped and stunned, the pharmacist looked on with suspicion. Wait, that's... Oh, he saw a bracelet. See, that's why I said take them off. And then he noticed the white ID bracelet on my wrist, and letters inscribed on it. My name, my blood type, and the name of the hospital. Oh. The medications that he left on the counter, I swiped them up all at once. Yep, okay. See, I said, like, you will have to need to have a prescription or steal them. I stopped right there. He shouted at me from across the counter, but that was to my back. I already started sprinting. Only 5 meters to the door. My legs were weak. I was wobbly, but I kept running nonetheless. And when I was about to sprint out the slowly opening door to the pharmacy, just then... Damn, my senses whited out for a second. I hit my head on the edge of the automatic door so hard that apparently the glass on the door had shattered. Dizzy, almost incapable, I forced open the half-closed door with my hands. And then I broke off with a dead sprint. I did not once let those medications go. I was so out of breath that I felt like fainting. Only a few more meters to that car, but it felt much longer. Nobody was giving chase to me, it seemed, but I didn't have time to be looking behind me anyway. Because if I got caught, then what would happen to her? Would she wait for my return forever alone in that car? I ran for dear life with those feelings in heart. Staggering, short of breath, saddened that this was all strength I had. Yeah, and some of these medications probably shattered too. So she doesn't have like full treatment now. I collapsed in the driver's seat and flew at the pedals. I was forced to realize that I was even weaker than I was at the pachinko parlor, yeah. The illness is progressing. And when I checked myself in the rearview mirror, there was blood on my forehead, maybe from the glass shard. I mean, yeah, you did hit your head on the door. Well, hopefully the bleeding would stop enough soon. I applied pressure with tissue as I drove. Yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry about it, it's nothing. I waved my hand to her. Waved my hand to tell her not to worry, as she looked at me with concern. Then I handed over the medications I had tightly clutched in my left hand. Here, take your meds. Okay. Actually got all of them, it seems. For now we would be fine. Those meds would last for a week maybe. But what are we going to do when they turn out? Yeah, you can't just steal forever. I don't think like protagonist here is like realizing yet that Satsumi generally just want to die at this point, you know? Like, yeah, she started like living her dreams and life that she never had in the previous episode, but like our protagonist wants to keep her alive, basically, live with her, just travel around. And she just wants to find a place to rest. I don't think like he's like fully understanding that yet. I managed to get by pretty well today, but it was obvious that I was losing strength daily. We originally had no plan or destination, and you could not feel any fear or losing something you did not already have. But things were a little different now. A purpose had been born, so a fear of losing that purpose had also been born. Okay. Oh, January 29. At some bridge. Oh, they were supposed to, yeah, they were supposed to cross the bridge to be in at islands, right? A painfully clear day. The empty expanses of the high heavens of winter above us. Back on the expressway. By now we had passed from the Soita Junction onto the Hiroshima Road. So where are we going next? Got it. To the Senyo Expressway. The Silver Cope, moving according to her navigation. By now, on the roadside distance indicators, every so often the words Awaji Island were appearing. Okay, nice. We had already come 900 kilometers since we escaped 9F at that day. 7F, sorry. I'd never have believed that we would have made it. But our final destination was not far from us now. And soon we could see a large bridge ahead of us. So this is Ikashi Kaiki Bridge? Pretty incredible, huh? It was hard to suppress a triumphant feeling. As if we could drive across the ocean on its expanse. After we've driven along for a while, two other people stopped at the roadside here and there en route to the bridge. Probably tourists or something, saying as they were taking pictures and stuff. And just like those people, I stopped the car on the shoulder of the road.
ここ駐停車禁止よ。
I mean, everyone's stopping here. Yeah, it's fine just for a little while, so it will be okay. As far as the eye could see, there were no other cars that had done the same. There were other cars that had done the same. Hey, come on, let's get some fresh air. It's probably an awesome view. She was still a little reluctant, but she got out of the car with me anyway. Also, this is like... It may be... Yeah, it's sad thought, but what is currently happening is probably the happiest period of her life. You know? I mean, yeah, there were a time probably before she got ill, but we don't know, like, if she had many friends or not. How was her, like, life before? So, cannot say, but she's been, like, most of her life in the hospital. This is basically one of the happiest memories that she's making right now. Sorry. In the midst of the strong cold winds out of the bridge. That's colder than I thought it would be. It was all too much for us, since we'd never gotten out of the car. And in stark contrast to us, there were people who seems to be a couple not far from us. Looked like they were taking souvenir photos. Their happy voices carried all the way over to us. When I looked around at those two, I saw a lot of families and tourist groups taking photos too. Souvenir photos, huh? Fair enough. One was supposed to take them in place like this. Do you have like any camera here? Come to think of it.
どうかした？
Yeah, wait for a second. Do you have? There was camera here. Oh wow, okay. We're getting selfie. There was camera somewhere here. When I inspected the car interior for the first time around, I saw a cheap disposable camera somewhere I remembered. It still had a few shots left in it, if memory served. Having found the camera, I checked the film indicator. Okay, good, still 2 shots left. Nice. Sorry for the wait. Come on, I will take a picture of you. Nice. A photo, might as well, you know?
嫌よ。
Come on, don't be like that. Strike a pose or something. And I held up camera towards her as I said this. Come on, look a little happy, won't you? But as if she were embarrassed. Even when she turns to me, she had a little sour look on her face and nothing more. But it could well have been that even if she looked this way, she was trying her best to smile for me right now. With this at heart, I was about to take a picture of her when... Excuse me, could we ask you to take a picture? Oh yes, of course. Okay, we can ask them to do this, do the same for us. So we can both be on the one picture. Two people who look like a couple coming towards us holding camera. Then I will take the picture now. Please do. They stood close to each other happily and flashed brilliant smiles. I sent those two into the viewfinder and snapped the photo. Okay, thank you very much. And now we'll take a picture of you too, yeah. Okay, awesome. Maybe she'll be a bit happier this way. Oh, no, we are using this camera, right? Before I could answer, he'd taken my camera. No, it was more like he plucked it out of my hand. Probably wanted to get it over with as soon as possible, which is why he took the camera and ignored our hesitation. Alright, you two get closer. With those words, I stepped a little closer to her body, and with her usual lack of expression, she helplessly stepped a little closer to me. Should you be posing a bit more? This meddlesome boyfriend character and his crazy demands. His girlfriend standing to his side, looking a little apologetic, and telling myself that I had no other choice. I slowly put my arm around her shoulder. The first time I ever touched her. The feeling of her childlike clothing and her waist-length hair under my hand. I couldn't see her face now that I was looking straight at the camera. Maybe, just maybe, she was gracing me with a never-been-seen, shy, bashful, slightly sour look. Okay, I'm taking the picture now. Their business over. The couple started heading back to the car. And we're doing the same. We should have this photo printed, like, that was the one of these, like, instant cameras, right? That instantly gives you a photo. My girlfriend, huh? Pretty much bad misunderstanding, huh? She so wanted to be your girlfriend, probably, at this point. Like, you spend so much time together understanding each other. Or could it be that we look that way to others? My words spoken lightly and in jest, and enjoying myself for some reason, I kept speaking to her in that tone. What do you, Satsumi, what do you think?
何よ年下のくせに
Oh my god, sure. And with those words, as usual, she turned back to look at the window. Doesn't matter! And just as usual, I couldn't see what kind of facial expression she was wearing. She's probably embarrassed. But I could tell that she wasn't looking far into the distance. She was turning away because I was making her bashful. Okay. So, same day, a bit later. So we haven't seen a picture actually. Ah, I was hoping to see actually the picture. The spacious sky above our heads, spreading out to the distance with wintry clarity. Arrival at the Sumoto interchange, not far from that bridge. Exiting off the expressway back to the normal highways. So we finally made it. The odometer indicated that we've come over 900 kilometers ever since the day we escaped from 7F. That's a long road. We'd arrived at last at the destination that we hadn't even cared about it, what the one said. Then, where do we go now from here?
南に
So, we've got it. I took the road as per her instructions, but in the truth, even I knew where to go at this point. I could see the sign of the tourist information center from here. But without a second thought, I obeyed her navigation instructions, yeah. And also, that helps, like, you know, just having, like, interaction, just speak with her and stuff. That was the way it had to be. And it could not be another way. How was it that I came to think that way? Okay. We finished chapter 6. Next is chapter 7, Narcissu. So we're going to, I assume, find the flowers that we saw on the TV. So yeah, next episode. I think like we're going to have 2 episodes more, like Narcissu and something else, because there's still one place more. So we're close to the end, but we made it. We stole some meds first and then took a picture together. Had some good memories and we are on the island. So let's see how the characters are going to react and like what they will do later after the find Narcissus, basically. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for being with me. I will see you in the next one. Leave up a like if you liked the episode, subscribe for more, check my Discord, and become a member if you'd like to support me and see this episode earlier. Thank you once again, and for the Pocket Watch, let's go out.